Boy, have we got something great cooking up for you today. I'm honestly, it's kind of like those thunderstorms in Prince George. You kind of enjoy a nice sunny day and then boom, the show is on in the afternoon. That's how it kind of goes, right? We got one of those for you today, a real banger, okay? All that and more coming up on CKPG Today. I'm going to plant a seed for you today here, much like the seeds in this bird feeder here at the Coast Prince George Hotel by APA. You wouldn't think about the work that happens behind the scenes to make sure that hotels, just like the Coast Prince George Hotel here in Prince George, reuse, reduce, and recycle. That's the keys of the green team. We're going to go meet them today on the show and tell you a little bit about some of the work they're doing here at the Coast. Come on in. Now inside the beautiful area here in the Coast Prince George Hotel by APA to talk a little bit more about the green team, and we'll start with Geg, and we got Teresa and we got Angela here too. But tell me, Mr. General Manager here, you got a lot to talk about on the green team. Where do you want to start?
Well, I think green is the part of the Coast Hotel. We believe in refreshingly green, refreshingly local, and that goes as the DNA of the Coast brand. And here at the Coast Hotel Prince George, we have developed a green team that looks at the areas like hotspots where we can identify those areas which can help us to reduce plastic, reduce waste, and then build sustainability across. And we have figured out a few things which helped both the local community and us as a hotel to be more greener and reduce the carbon footprint.
Yeah, no, I think it's super cool. We were talking about this. It's not like things you'll notice probably if you come here for a meeting or a conference or whatever. Little things like even the cups that you use, either while it's in your room or in a meeting room.
Correct. Well, we were using the one-time use cups. That's, you get cups from Tim Hortons and everywhere, similar to. Then we removed that. Well, we didn't remove completely, but we have reduced to probably by 50% by introducing mugs instead. We have a dishwasher here, so we just put mugs instead of just the cups alone. That has helped a lot because then we are not using one-time use stuff like mugs in the past. Similarly, we also have the water bottle station, which we installed last year. That helped us reduce plastic waste because now people are refilling their bottles while they're either on their way out of the hotel or coming in, and that's right in the lobby.
I think it's great. And you don't have to wait for the cold water. It's already here waiting for you. That's pretty good. And then that's not all. We were talking about a project with UMBC too. I want to talk about this for a length of time here because this is pretty cool. They kind of did a little bit of a study and told you guys where you can improve.
Yeah. We have kids from UNBC last semester. And this is a great project they did. They looked at the sustainability side of the thing. And they built up the whole project on the Coast Hotel Prince George. And it took them 6 months, well, approximately 4 weeks for a real intense project where they were part of the hotel and they were looking at the different stats, what we did in the past, how much carbon, how much basically electricity, water waste, and other areas as well. And they eventually came up with the final presentation where they helped us to identify the hotspots as we spoke earlier, and they also recommended some of the things that we should be doing. On the other hand, students learned a lot. Yeah. And that was the whole purpose. In the real life business, what it takes, and how can we look at those businesses and help them. This is the oldest hotel of the town, 62 years. And so it takes a lot.
Okay, we'll move to Teresa here now. Thanks, Gay. That was great. Tell me a little bit about an outing you guys had at Cottonwood Island here.
We had our first outing with our committee, which is a little bit larger than what you see here today, but some of our members are at work today, and I am too, but I'm sitting here with you. We went to our beautiful Cottonwood Park, where we had to see all the beautiful trees, and where we found all these carvings of trees that I've been here for 40 years, and I had never seen them over 25, if not more.
Yeah.
So I really recommend for any of you, especially people new in the city, to go and experience and appreciate the beauty that it is there.
Yeah. Well, I think it's cool, and I feel like when people come visit the coast in Prince George here, then they know they can ask you, hey, what should I check out? And you're going to tell them this.
Exactly, yeah, in any of the meetings, the restaurants, if I'm just walking around, and especially Angela.
Mr. Angela, one of the faces of the coast. Now, you're telling us about a garden today, too? Tell me about that.
Oh, so actually, it's way back April 2025 when we at the Coast Prince George Hotel actually managed to help the environment by means of planting over 100 plants during the Arbor Day. That was April 25, 2025, I believe, that we have managed to plant fruits, vegetables, and herbs that we donated to our guests and local vendors, not only to help the community, but to inspire and remind everyone that please plant more trees.
Okay, as we wrap this up here now, Gagan, because I don't get the chance to ask you this very often, what is your favorite part about the Coast Hotel here in Prince George?
I think that's a big one.
Yeah, I know, right? Big pressure here. I like to put you in the spotlight, at least when we can.
I think it's a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a teamwork here, and a lot of people have been working in this place for a very long time, and they really care about the place, and that it's a family to them. And the thing is, we've been serving community for so many years. To us, the people who come here is part of who we are. It's a teamwork, and it's a feeling of a family here that I love the most.
I think it's great. You get a piece of it today, hearing about the green team here at the Coast Prince George Hotel by APA. And yeah, if you're curious, come ask more about it. Come visit, because it's always ready to welcome you here. If it's hot outside, it's cool inside here, by the way, too. I'm just going to add that. Thanks so much for your time today, everybody. And shout out to the green team, hardworking folks.
Refresh at the Coast, your go-to hotel for over 60 years. Coast Hotel Prince George by APA, refreshingly local for your stay and play.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
Welcome back for the August edition of Money Matters with Dan Wingham from Integris Credit Union, who's back joining us here today. And Dan, last month we were talking about Integris, all the different branches, how it came together, which is a cool story.
Yeah.
But there's so much more than, well, what happened after essentially all came together. So let's pick it up from there.
Sure. So we were starting to creep into the conversation about our McBride expansion.
Yes.
And so I'd like to take us there now. In the fall of 2023, we learned that the only financial institution in McBride was leaving after 67 years there. Very quickly, people of McBride reached out, and I had the honor to begin the liaison work with the community writ large, but also with the key stakeholders that make things happen in community.
And just to add, I think key liaison work, because this is the only financial institution in McBride at the time.
That's right.
Yeah, there is only one, and now it's you guys.
That's
but,
right.
Yeah, keep going.
That's right. So for reasons, the big banks pull out of small communities. This isn't the first time we've seen this. We saw it in Clinton in the 90s. We saw it in Fraser Lake in 2020, and then in McBride in now 2024-25. So we went out there, and it was a very different experience than former expansions. We learned a lot from those, but ultimately our message to the people of McBride was, look, it's quite a geographical gap between Prince George and McBride. We'd heard in the past that people were just going to wait for us to open the door before they'd bring their business over.
Yeah.
Our message to them was, if you do that, then we may never open the doors, because in order to put a solid business case to our board of directors, locally elected, Integris members,
which is also something to be proud of.
Right. So that's we missed that in the last.
That's okay.
segment, but
We'll
just to touch
there.
on that. So in terms of governance, the big banks have appointed folks back in the big cities, typically Toronto, Montreal,
Yep.
and they're making decisions for the rest of the country. Our decisions are made right here at home. And so those are members first. They've joined the credit union, they've grown with the credit union, they've decided they want to be more participatory in the credit union, and so they put their name forward in a nomination, and they get elected to our board. And then they're making the big decisions that really generate the impact that we have in community.
Yeah, but few organizations can say they have that local influence. I mean, our boss, Dave Berry, former member of the board.
That's right, former chair.
Former chair, yes. And this is just cool. Like, people that you know, that you talk to on the street are the ones saying, yeah, we should open something in McBride.
Yes, and so McBride, you know, yes, we expanded to McBride, but the credit really goes to the people and the businesses of McBride. When I said, look, we need to call it a partnership where we're more facilitator of your success than save the day, right?
Yep.
And they came in such a way that was kind of mind-blowing, frankly. So you know, we did a lot of community consultation liaison work in 2024. We put the business case to our board of directors in July, so about a year ago. It was real hard for them to say no, given sort of the attitude, the very positive attitude of the community of McBride, and the business that we had already put on the book. And so we were both taking risks. The people didn't have any guarantee we were coming, and we were taking risks in that, you know, is this going to be a financially viable thing for the rest of the credit union membership?
Of course.
Because you have to keep in mind that this isn't a money-making move.
Right.
You know, there may be some money to be made there. This is about access to physical financial services for the seniors, the community service organizations, and local businesses. But ultimately, it has to be good for the other 28,000 members that live in the other communities.
Yeah,
We can't.
28,000, hey, that's a lot.
Yes. So, you know, we're constantly growing, and we could grow faster, but really that requires people to have that sort of aha moment, and that's you know, what I'm hoping to share with the folks today.
Yeah.
Banking with Integris as a financial cooperative is more, you know, the products, the services, the pricing is quite similar, very competitive with our competition.
Yep.
But where the money goes really matters.
Yes.
It's the retention here in the region, so that we can do things like expand to McBride.
Yep.
You know, McBride was facing a real peril if they didn't, because of their remoteness to another center. So yeah, we partnered with the community, generally speaking, and we saw our targets. You know, we have to set targets in order to, you know, quantify what this looks like. They came and they have, it hasn't stopped. Wow. So it's been amazing. We then we were approached by a former colleague, said, you know what, this is award worthy. You guys should put in an application for the BC Economic Development Association's
And you
Summit
won.
Awards, and we won. So we won the project award for population under 10,000. We know there were some insiders there that spoke to me afterwards, and we were one of the top contenders for the best in show. So there's 16 awards. Typically the little guys, kind of like, you know,
Right, of
the
course,
McBride
yeah.
Project, small population, kind of removed from the big urban centers in BC. They don't really get a crack at that, but we were close. We almost won best in show.
Well, thank you for coming in today, Dan. This is great. I feel like this embodies the spirit of what Integris is all about. I think I had a bit of an aha moment here today too. So yeah, hopefully you can have your aha moment. Reach out to Integris if you have any questions. Become a member, because as Dan was saying here, you can see the impact it truly has on communities right here at home where we all live. So thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Money Matters on CKPG Today is brought to you by Integris Credit Union. From here, all in for you.
It's time to take a look at our pet of the days, courtesy of our Post Your Pet contest here on CKPG. This one comes from Bill Ollinger. You're looking at Toozer. This is a little doggy here. And a fun one as well, a rescue dog from California, just chilling now in Bill's driver's seat. Hopefully the dog doesn't decide to just drive away. But as you can see here, Bill even has a nice little dangly ornament in his car here that looks like his dog. So A+ for this photo. Thanks so much. Of course, Bill's entered. You could be too. Head online to ckpgtoday.ca. Submit your photo of your pet for a chance to win $1,500 in GCs, courtesy of our sponsors, WR Ventures, Coop's Bike Shop in Aberdeen Glen Golf Course, to name a few.
What's the definition of this window sign? Okay, when you look at it, what do you think of? You think of spring, maybe spring cleaning, because that's when the flowers come out, right? April showers make May flowers. I think that's how the saying goes. But also, April cleaning, well, it makes everyone happy in your household, or even March cleaning. To heck with that too. But there's something to be said about what makes a good or a bad donation. We're going to explore that today inside the Hospice Thrift Shop. Inside the Hospice Thrift Shop here in the Tabor Plaza. So lucky to be joined by Jana Phillips today. Happy spring break.
Oh, thank you. Happy spring break to you. I just got back from Vancouver, so it was nice weather there.
Well, yeah, it's coming to Prince George one day. But spring break, of course, comes with spring cleaning, and I feel like people are dropping off a lot of stuff here at the hospice.
They certainly are, and we love it. We are so grateful for everything that our community gives to us, so it's wonderful. Bring it here.
But there is a thing to clear up here because there's a good donation and there's, well, maybe a less than ideal donation. Maybe do you want to start with the good one or the bad one?
Well, a good donation. I mean, there's always been the old thing that says, like, somebody's garbage is another man's treasure, which we absolutely agree with, and we see that. Now, if it's broken, it has holes in it, it's really not going to be of any use to anybody, then of course that's not an ideal donation.
Yeah. Okay, you got an example here. Let's grab it because this is important to kind of reiterate, give you an example of. I don't know what this is. I've never seen one.
It's a gourmet food processor. Now,
Wouldn't know it.
Like this. No, it's definitely very old. It is broken. It didn't come with any parts, so we couldn't even test to see if it works. And so we have to take this to recycling.
Yeah.
We actually take a truckload of things to recycling weekly. So that's hard on our pocketbook.
Yeah. I was going to say the whole idea of donating to hospice is to support hospice, but well, then you cost the money.
That's right. We are forever grateful. Without these donations, without these stores that we have that directly support the Prince George Palliative Care Society, Hospice at Home, all of our grief programs. I mean, these are, like, we don't get a lot of funding, and so we require to do these, to have these different things that we, like our dream home coming up really soon, and so the
Okay, I'll let you put this down. Yeah, but let's go with the good donation here because there's lots of them. But
like, this is a wall hanging, an Indigenous wall hanging, and really, like, this will probably go on our auction, which is amazing. It's worth repeating on Facebook, and so. I mean, it's so neat.
This is the definition, Jana, I feel like, of you don't know what you're going to find when you come to the thrift store.
Exactly. I mean, we all know that we have beautiful clothes. We pride ourselves in being boutique-like. So when we had McGill before, the building was a lot larger, and so we could handle
a lot of volume,
a lot more stuff. But here we're,
Yeah, of course.
I think that we still have a lot of stuff.
I think looking around, And the other thing I wanted you to touch on here too, Jana, because people coming up on the spring, maybe they have some extra time. You guys got a place they could spend it.
Yeah, we absolutely do. And, you know, like, we're just finding more and more people are loving to thrift. They are finding those beautiful items. We do both locations. We have the other store, 7080 Domano Boulevard. And and so we kind of like to share things sometimes, if maybe
and share volunteers.
Yes, and share volunteers. Yeah, absolutely. We always are needing volunteers. So if people want to come and play,
this is the place to do it.
This is the place to play.
Then you get to sort through all of the donations.
That's right. And it's actually
do you get first dibs?
No. So actually, and that is, you know, a lot of my friends, because I have found some really great treasures here. And I love fashion. So I'm like,
really? You love fashion?
Yeah. And so they're like, well, because you get it all first. And I said, no, we have a rule. It has to be out for minimum 24 hours before our staff is allowed to purchase it.
I like it. Yeah. Look at that. The unwritten rules of hospice. We're learning everything today here. Thanks so much for making the time.
You're not allowed to hide it either.
You're not allowed to hide it?
No. It's got to be out in plain sight. That's right.
The rules were made. See, you know, the funny thing is we wrap this up. Every rule has a story behind it, and I love this one.
Yes. Yeah.
Come and visit them here during spring break. Drop off the good donations and help support Prince George Palliative Hospice in Prince George. Thanks so much, Jenna.
Thank you, Caden.
Taking a look outside for today's CKPG Snapshot, courtesy of Tegan Willette, who spotted this butterfly. You see, if you look close, it kind of blends in a garden near Claydla Today Memorial Park in the middle of Prince George. Yeah, it is the season to see these beautiful butterflies. Seems like the mosquitoes are going away, the butterflies are coming out, which is what we all like in the end anyways, right? But yeah, what a great little shot here. I'm sure Tegan had to use her tiptoes to get this photo. So thanks so much for sending this one in. Now, folks, we'd love to see your photo. Send it in. snapshot@ckpg.com is our email. Hey there, got an idea or a suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
Prince George is a big baseball community, at least it was for sure when Little League was happening and when the Grays were in their heyday. I'm talking about the Prince George Grays. Maybe you remember watching them, maybe you remember some of the names. We're going to talk about this today because today in local history, we're looking at back on a big victory that sent them all the way to Newfoundland.
Taking a look back to 2001, Prince George captured the Junior Baseball Provincials with a 7-5 victory over Kelowna, the Prince George Grays. And now if you read closely here, every dog has its day. Now every Gray can have his as well. It's a great headline here. But Prince George, yeah, they beat up on Kelowna in front of more than 1,000 spectators, and that punched their ticket to the Junior Nationals in Corner Brook, Newfoundland, later in August. So pretty exciting stuff for this Prince George team, made up of some familiar names you may remember. Curtis Colbank pictured here in the middle as just one. And of course, Jason Doherty, perhaps you know that name as well, or Adam Walton.
Pretty cool. I mean, I'd imagine that would have been the trip of a lifetime. And lots of these Grays are still around to talk about it, so we'll have to maybe hit some of them up. But anyways, thanks so much for watching today. Hope you had a great time with us. As always, don't forget to take photos of your pets. Post them online on ckpgtoday.ca for your chance to win that Post Your Pet contest. If your pet doesn't get on television, still enter it into the contest. This is important to note too. So head online and enter before it's too late. All right, we'll see you for more good stuff on the show tomorrow, folks. Bye for now.